Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I'd like to start this session by appreciating you so much for making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Now it seems as days go by, we will still be able to unearth more of what many people believe to have been irregularities that happened in IEBC.
That question should be addressed to the Deputy President who came up with the statement. So how that information then was available to the candidate for Kenya Kwanza, I don't know.
There is something, let us move, which the courts made a couple of days ago that involved reinstating Cosmas Koko, who is one of the IT persons who, according to sources, declined to create and install new servers. It's also alleged that he was to migrate 20 million votes or voters' data from the old BVR to the new BVR. So the supervisor accused Cosmas Koko that he refused or he declined to make or to respond to that request from his senior. So according to IEBC, the data was vital to delivering credible election. It claimed Koko was negligent. It also argued that he was qualified and experienced and received clear instructions from the ICT director but lacked concentration. So the question that begs here is, who was it that Cosmas Koko was working for? And why did he decline to respond to his boss, who is the ICT director? So all these questions without answers are the reasons why Cosmas Koko was fired. And it is alleged that the case was heard April last year. So the Employment and Labor Relations Court Judge Jacob Gikeri found that the IEBC was unreasonable for firing Cosmas Koko without producing evidence or making reference to the allegations against him. Koko was, as a result, fired on January 6th over claims that 19.8 million records were lost during the creation of new servers that were to be used in 2022 general election. So that is the case. So just to jog your mind a bit, this case was first of all brought last year to court, to the Employment and Labor Relations Court. And it came to court at a time when Cosmas Koko had been fired. And from the accusations, it's alleged that almost 20 million voters' data were to be moved to the new BVR because there is the old BVR which was used in 2017 elections, 2013-2017 elections. So the new elections of 2022 required that the data be moved to the new BVR. So that is where now the problem started. No, it's alleged that Cosmas Koko refused to do that. Also, when it came to installing new servers on the new BVRs, it is alleged that he also declined. So as a result, IEBC deemed it necessary to have him fired. So he was fired, and April 23rd there, I think, the case was taken to court. I think he was claiming comeback or making some certain claim. So that time, courts had to listen to this drama. So despite the fact that IEBC had a position on Cosmas Koko, Justice Gikeri observed that Koko's supervisor admitted that nothing got lost as it was recovered in the new system. So the accusations were deemed to be petty because nothing was lost. So in his ruling, this is what he said: granted that no data was lost as the letter of dismissal appears suggests, the court is not satisfied that the respondent has shown that it had a valid and fair reasons to terminate the petitioner's employment. So the Commission's disciplinary committee met last year, according to the sources, December 20th, 2022, and asked Cosmas Koko to attend a hearing on January 3rd this year. That's what we have in our disposal. And it emerged that the commission had also lodged a complaint or a claim that Koko had spied and fished information on the voter register in 2017. So I think these are claims which emanate from 2017 mess, because it is also alleged that in 2017 he was involved in spying and phishing information from the old server. So now, because now he had declined to do installation on the new server, this is the problem now that came about. So, if you look at this story, the pieces of this story, if you take these pieces and combine it, then you realize that there was something that was a bit fishy. And the question you might want to ask yourself is, in whose interest was Cosmas Koko working for? Because if I'm assuming that Marjan could have played a key role in having him fired, and of course, in the public domain, it is alleged that Marjan, supported a certain faction. That's what people know. So the fact that Cosmas Koko was fired, why do you think he was fired? Was he fired because having him around would have unearthed certain irregularities that were going to be seen in 2022? Why was he fired? Are we foreseeing a scenario whereby Musando had to be dismissed because Musando would have seen things that he was not supposed to see? I mean, what are we seeing here? Because the fact that Cosmas Koko was accused to have maybe intentionally deleted data, because from that letter, the termination letter, it is a claim that he had orchestrated an event of losing data from the IEBC servers. So if that was the case, then why did the ICT director in his letter say that Cosmas Koko had data, voters' data lost? Why did he make that declaration? Because personally, I see, and I think, going by what I see, from the ruling by the judge, it is as if someone wanted Koko out of the IEBC last year, because now the courts have directed that he be reinstated. So of course he will be reinstated and he will be compensated for those time that he has been out of IEBC, and any other loss he will be compensated. But now that he's being reinstated, that bringing us to another story of maybe someone didn't want Cosmas Koko in IEBC, because if data was not lost like they claimed in their letter, then why did they say data was lost? Because again, they say that 19.8 million voters' data was safe. They didn't get lost. So why was he being accused or wrongly accused? So that is what I fail to understand. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you make of this story? The story, because the judge, the Employments and Relations Court, has reinstated Cosmas Koko. So Cosmas Koko is bound to rejoin IEBC, or maybe probably has already joined IEBC after a ruling that the court issued. So what do you think is going to happen to Cosmas Koko? Do you think Cosmas Koko is going to have easy time in that the IEBC board? Just tell us below the comment section. And also, to those people who are not subscribed to this channel, I'd like to kindly ask you to subscribe to this channel, give this video a like, and don't forget to share our videos. To those who have supported this channel by subscribing, liking, or sharing, I want to say here that I'm forever grateful for that support, because without you, this channel cannot grow. So until we catch up again, please stay safe and stay blessed.